and welcome to Get Fit with Dr. Brayboy. Yes, it's a beautiful day, and I'm about to whip up some chicken and rice. Just something, well, I would say quick, but I don't use white rice. I use brown rice, and it takes a lot longer to cook. But this is some of the techniques that I use, and this could probably be something that might be considered a little unorthodox, but I like to put a little olive oil at the bottom of my pot, spread it around real good. Yeah. All right. Then I put a little bit of minced garlic. Everything I do here is going to be for flavor for the rice. Instead of having to put gravy on the rice itself will have a nice flavor. I'm also going to add my seasonings and some other stuff, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna stop here, add my ingredients to the pan, then explain it to you. I've added minced garlic to the olive oil. Olive oil, I use different types as long as it's extra virgin olive oil. So you see I've added the minced garlic. I've added the yellow onion, which some places call it sweet onion, but I've added that to the mix. I've now added scallion, which some people call green onion. I've now added tricolored pepper, basically tricolored bell pepper, diced, and yes, all of this adds to the flavor. When it comes to seasoning, these are the three main seasonings I use. I don't use salt for the most part. When I say for the most part, it's a rare occasion that I use salt. So I have McCormick's roasted herb and garlic. No, they're not sponsoring, but I use black pepper, as you can see, generic black pepper from Kroger, and garlic powder, even though I also have minced garlic already. So I'll go ahead and add this to the equation. Okay, I've added my three main ingredients as far as spices go. And what I'm about to do is saute this before I go to the next step. All right, it's time to make some magic happen. All right. Put some heat on that and make it do what it do. I use a wooden, it's not a spoon, but for the sake of the non-stick, I don't use anything metal. And when I stir this, as I saute it. And for the sake of knowledge, information, this is the olive oil that I've used today. And it has a rich taste to whatever I put it in. And one thing about it, it has 0 sodium. And it does have 14 grams of total fat, 120 calories, based on the serving size, it's 1 tablespoon. So, no sodium, that's a big thing I look for. All right, looking good, smelling good, sauteed, and now I add the next phase to that. Okay, I've added my brown rice. Now, this is before I put water in there. Saute this up for a few minutes as well. Well, all right. I got all the ingredients and stirred into the rice. The rice sauteed a bit. Now it's time to add just enough water to get it going, cooking. So I don't use tap water. It's your choice what you use. I use purified bottled water, not spring water, but for the purposes, spring water is not purified. Now I've added water. I will let this cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes a little longer, but brown rice takes quite a while. But I cook it until it's tender, not soggy, not hard, but tender, just right. Now, time to prepare the chicken. All right. The chicken has been cleaned and the skin removed. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the skin shortly. But right now, I'm getting ready to put the chicken in this pot. The same seasonings I used. Like I said, I have 3 main seasonings, along with the virgin olive oil and minced garlic. So when I get ready to marry these two together, everything will be smooth when they say I do. Anyway, get ready to put this chicken on here. Normally, for the sake of time, I don't like to cut my chicken in advance. It's hard to cut, so I like to cook it down where it gets tender, then I cut it into pieces, bite-sized pieces for the chicken and rice. All right, okay, the rice is simmering on medium heat, low to medium low, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, I sauteed onion and the scallion and the minced garlic. Added my seasonings as well. Now it's time to place the chicken on. Stand by. I've added the chicken, the thighs, and I'm using thighs because it's okay. It's good. Tastes good. You cook it right. But anyway, time to saute this, and before I move to the next phase. All right, let's get down to it. Oh yes, look at it, look at it. Chicken is simmering nicely. Flip it over a time or two already. And then you can see it's making its own marinade out of the juices from the actual chicken married with the seasonings. The minced garlic powder, roasted herb garlic, and black pepper. Real simple solutions along with the onion and scallion that I put in there. So, get down. Chicken in the pieces, bite-sized pieces. I like to use these scissors I made for the kitchen. Yep. So I'll get everything cut. It'd be time to have a wedding. The chicken and rice come together. And some type of matrimony. Yes, and yes. The rice is 99.999% ready to eat. But I'm gonna let that 0.1 go when I marry that chicken and the rice. All right. The chicken has been cut into pieces, bite-sized pieces, and it's about 98% done. So I'm cooking it down some more before I do the union of the rice and the chicken to complete this meal, this task. All right. Yes. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today, etc. I now pronounce you chicken and rice. Dr. Brayboy style. Peace. Thanks for joining me. I'm out.